I think it's important that we recognize Hunger Action Month because it's a way for us to acknowledge the need that's in Pennsylvania of people who don't have enough to eat, whose children don't have enough to eat. And it's important for us who have the ability to give, to volunteer, to participate in helping. When you see the work behind me of people, volunteers from the community here in Harrisburg, who come here every single day to make sure that food gets distributed out to the region, so that we are doing the very, very best we can to make sure that there is no one who's in need. There are no children left in need.
Having enough to eat has a profound impact on people's health and well-being, and that's one of the reasons we recognize this. It's something that we all often take for granted. I don't have to worry about paying the grocery bill on top of paying rent and utilities and everything else. But for 2.2 million Pennsylvanians who experience food insecurity, that is their reality. They're struggling to pay for groceries on top of everything else. We want Pennsylvanians to know that our charitable food network and the Department of Human Services are here for them during this difficult time. People can get meals at their local food pantries, food banks, and if they need extra help paying for groceries, they can apply for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, at www.compass.state.pa.us. Chronic hunger has a huge impact on people's health and well-being. Chronic nutrient deficiencies, or not having enough to eat, has a huge impact on people. It can increase people's chances of getting chronic diseases, increase their chance of hospitalization. It leads to poor overall health and increases in healthcare costs. For children who don't have enough to eat, they experience issues with their overall development, and they have difficulty in school and just being ready for school and ready to learn. Our local charitable food network exists to make sure that people can put food on their tables and feed themselves and their families. It's really critical that our operations for our local charitable food network are able to continue during this time. So if you're healthy and able, I would encourage you to reach out to your local food bank and find out how you can help. To find your local food bank, you can reach out to United Way's 211 website to find charitable organizations that need volunteers. So if you're able, please reach out and do whatever you can to support their efforts to make sure we can meet the needs of our communities at this time.
Older adults who experience food insecurity are having less nutritious meals, experiencing worse health outcomes, and living with a higher risk of depression. So all of those are of concern to us at the department, and we work hard to try to support them as best we can.
Hunger Action Month should be every month, but it's important that we stop and really celebrate this month in September. We've just spent a little time here today packing 150 boxes for the Commodity Supplemental Food Program. That's a program that the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture runs on behalf of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and it will deliver those boxes to the homes of very low-income senior citizens who can't easily get out to the store and who are chronically at risk of hunger simply because they can't get around as well as they used to. That's true in rural Pennsylvania, it's true in urban Pennsylvania, and it's just one example of the kinds of things that happen all year long. But we stopped during Hunger Action Month to say, yeah, we need to do this and do more of it.
Every September, Americans across the country celebrate and recognize September as Hunger Action Month. But food banks obviously look at this as an issue that they deal with year-round. But it's important to celebrate Hunger Action Month and to activate awareness around the issues of hunger to make sure that people recognize that not everybody has access to nutritious food year-round. COVID-19 definitely brought a whole new face to hunger. We saw people that lost their jobs overnight who had never been in the charitable food network before, yet their bills were still coming in, and unemployment sometimes took longer and paled in comparison to their normal wages. And here they were for the first time needing food access. So food banks are working overtime to meet that increased demand, and we want to make sure that every Pennsylvanian has access to nutritious food.
If you're giving and you have capacity, give more, because this is going to be with us for quite a while. We have so many folks, 3x of what was our unemployment rate prior to the pandemic exists now. And that's true, give or take, across the country.
And it's only gotten worse. According to Feeding Pennsylvania, nearly 1 in 20 Pennsylvanians are newly food insecure, has destabilized financial situations and further strained resources for those already living near or below, is our country's most important and most impactful anti-hunger program. SNAP is the safety net for American families experiencing tough times. The maximum SNAP benefit. Because of this narrow approach, 40% of SNAP households in Pennsylvania are excluded from additional assistance. Is concentrated among Black and Hispanic Latinx households, with 27% experiencing food insecurity hunger. In emergency situations, families need a place to go or someone to call for that immediate assistance. Would not have to go hungry. On behalf of the Wolf administration, I want to say thank you to the workers and volunteers who staff food banks, pantries, and
our government officials. I had calls from all over the country asking, how are you doing this? What kind of advice can you give us? And we really were ahead of the game and felt just...
Not sure if you noticed the matching mask that we have. Start whatever corner you want. Yes, so just stick it right to the corner. If you end up using it, and then like I said, you'll go this way.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never really been through one. And I was like, geez, I could put my kid up on Facebook for free. I mean, I'm definitely not, mine are like, just happen to happen. They're not photographed.
Some of those families that just rent out houses. Just cut it to make it look like my Aunt Cheryl. seamlessly.
We have the food bank on that side? Yeah.